We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna live. And
open the door so you would know that times like these are here to show. You can do things for me and more. I got your back, just take things slow. I'll bring everyone to show that I want your heart and more in my own life. I'll tell everyone there's no stopping us. Can I have you for the rest of my life? Rest of my life. Rest of my life. Open the door so you would know that times like these are here to show. You can do things for me and more. I got your back, just take things slow. Wanna take mine and get close. Understand I know how things flow. Please just take my word and think I know. We stay up all night, writing notes.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube and Twitch channels, and it is Tuesday. We are back to the swing of things. Everybody's back at work, everybody's doing their thing, and so I'm here to provide you guys with a little buffet of commentary. Our parliamentarians federally are off for the entire week. So I'm wondering if Mr. Trudeau is going to take that time to reach out to the Governor General and prorogue Parliament now that he's got his caucus basically revolting in behind his back, and I'm wondering if he now sees that he needs to step down. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think he's going to step down personally. I think he is too narcissistic. I think he is pizza time. Ooh. Pizza time, that sounds yummy. I had garlic bread with cheese for lunch. So yeah, I'm here with, I've got my little guy home still. He's super sick. So that's why I wasn't streaming at 1 o'clock like I usually do. Had to go to the store to try to get him some medicine, and had the pharmacist try to tell me that Tylenol, like the liquid mixture for kids, Tylenol, cold and cough or whatever, the pharmacist tried to tell me that they don't have like dextromethorphan or whatever the cough suppressant ingredient is. He's like, yeah, they market it like they have the cough suppressant, but they don't really. So he tried to get me to buy like two different things and spend $30 at his pharmacy. So I feel kind of like I was screwed a little bit. I didn't end up buying both things. I only bought the Tylenol, like the fever relief. But I still felt like a little bit, I felt a little bit lied to. I'm not gonna lie. Because I can't read the bottles. So I have to go by what the pharmacy tells me. The pharmacist, I should say. So yeah, I feel a little bit taken advantage of. If that makes sense. I feel a little bit taken advantage of because of my blindness, and that I couldn't read the ingredients on the bottle myself, so I just had to go with it. And yeah, that's not okay. In my opinion, that's not okay at all. I think that people need to have a lot more scruples when it comes to dealing with like a disabled person, or like, and I don't have any proof that he's like trying to screw with me, right? But it's still, it just feels icky. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right, and I don't like it. So I won't be going back there for my medications, for my over-the-counter stuff, because that was ridiculous. That was absolutely disrespectful. And speaking of disrespectful, Atozi has put out a video on there's apparently another IRL streamer who is wandering around doing disrespectful bullshit. This one was arrested in Korea. So I don't know which Korea. It doesn't say North Korea, so we'll have to find out and see. But yeah, this is from Otozi. We've watched him before. So let's see who he's found. Is it Johnny Somali?
This is by far the worst style of social media creator. One would think, after getting arrested in Japan for making your content, then spending 3 months in jail over there, only to be released, immediately go to the opposite side of the world, Israel, continue the same style of content, and instantly get arrested over there? Maybe, just maybe, this style of content is the problem. And if we need any further confirmation, the guy we're talking about today was just arrested in Korea for doing...
Oh my god, it is Johnny Somali. Oh my god, he's actually in Korea doing the same shit?
the exact same style of content.
No.
This is crazy, bro.
So a couple weeks back, he announced that he was going to continue his antics in Korea. And if you don't remember, his streams consist of him downing entire bottles of liquor while running around harassing citizens and embarrassing himself in whatever country he's currently in. Like,
That's insane. I can't believe he's actually going to frickin' Korea. And I can't believe he actually... Like, do they not learn anything? Do these people not learn anything? He was arrested in 2 different countries, experienced the judicial system in 2 different countries. You would think that would be enough. You would think even somebody as dumb as him would be like, you know what? I think maybe I should change my style of content. Nope.
Like here, he's obviously extremely intoxicated and he chases this poor woman back into a store as she clearly doesn't want to be anywhere near him or his camera.
Oh, good. So this is gonna...
Yo, what's up? Hello. What are you scared for? Relax. Yo, why are you putting the phone up like this? Why are you scared like this? What?
Because you're a drunk man following her around. Why are you so inept? What, like, how do these people function socially? How do they even have anybody around them willing to work with them? Like, if this is how they're going to carry themselves.
Oh! Why did she ran back in the store? Bro. Wallah, I'm about to crash out. Wallah, I'm about to crash out. I'm about to crash out. This your friend right here? What's Why are you scared of me?
Because you're, like, so drunk that you can barely stand up or talk. And you're following this poor woman. Like, oh my god, I feel so bad for her. This has gotta be, like, the weirdest, especially, like, over here, streaming and shit is, like, it's becoming part of the culture, right? But that's not the case everywhere you go, right? Like, social media is not, like, it is everywhere, but, like, culturally, it's not acceptable to just do this shit everywhere.
Because you are an intoxicated stranger following a random woman into a store with a live streaming camera rig, trying to shove it into her face just for your own content. It's
Yeah, that would be why she's scared of you, dude.
pretty self-explanatory. Then someone else sees this and wants him to stop harassing her, so then he goes into this don't touch me, I didn't do anything" act.
Oh, you better, don't touch me. Don't touch me. What is this? What? What you doing? Why are you shaking like that?
Why?
Relax. Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
I'm not touching you. Don't touch me. Are you okay?
Are you okay? You sound like you're gonna vomit any second. Like, you're so... You're like, are you okay? No, dude, I think we should be asking if you're okay.
You Korean? Yeah. Then why are you doing this? What's this shit about? I come to buy some makeup.
You've come to buy
Relax,
some
I want to be
makeup.
white. Yeah.
He's just desperate for someone to do something so he could
Be
get
white. Yeah. I come to buy some makeup. Relax, I want to be white. Yeah.
Wow, okay. Is this another one of those Myron people that they don't like themselves? So he just goes, I want to be white. I'm here to buy some makeup. I want to be white. Yeah, you're definitely drunk.
He's just desperate for someone to do something so he could get content. But since the guy essentially told him to just stop without making a big deal out of anything, he immediately continues where he left off and just goes straight back out to harassing people. And this is the exact same clip. This is all happening within 1 minute. I'm not cutting here. He just goes immediately back to doing this.
Yo.
Why are we screaming? What is the purpose of doing that? Is that how you're trying to get people to react to you? You're just going up to them with a camera going, ah, in their face? Dude, if anybody did that to me, I would take my cane and fucking hit them so hard. It would, like, I would probably need a new cane. That's pathetic. Oh my god, he's still doing it.
Ajuma, relax. Ajuma, relax.
At least she was a good sport about it. But what is going on? How is
I would be punching people. Seriously.
this behavior acceptable? And what's surprising is he happily clips this behavior and puts it up on his own YouTube channel, titling the video, Picking Up Girls in Seoul. Filming myself harass women in Seoul would be a way better title because
Yeah. Picking up girls in Seoul. No, you're not picking anybody up, dude. You are so far from picking anybody up. It is not even funny. What you are doing is showing people why Western culture is garbage, is what you're doing.
that's exactly what he's doing.
Talk to them.
Yeah.
Oh, let's...
Yo.
Hi, what's your name? What's up? You don't speak English? When you approach girls in Korean, what do I say?
Just say what's up, man.
What's up?
If they don't speak English, they're not even worth what we're talking to.
Wow! That's his cameraman. If they don't speak English, they're not worth talking to. Just say what's up, and if they're not speaking English, they're not worth Oh yes, how very American of you.
Push them.
Yo, what's up, you guys? Say what the fuck you just
They
said?
said that they don't speak English.
Yo.
Hey, girls.
Yo,
My friend's streaming. You want to be on it?
what's up, you guys?
Okay. They're polite. All right.
Or what? What you gonna do about it, ho? What you gonna do?
Wow. They're very kind. They're like, delete us, please, delete it. And he's like, or what, ho? What are you gonna do, ho? Yeah, you're fucking. I'm sorry that this is. I hate to say this, but this is very. This is very North American.
If I don't do it, what you gonna do? Exactly. Shut the fuck up.
Come on, man. They were
actually nice. This is the
Man. And while that's just embarrassing to watch, his real moneymaker is being in public transportation, as his business model is basically based on him being an entity for random people to use to harass strangers.
Jesus, this is. He started he was the guy on the train in Japan going, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, we do again. That was him. That was what got him noticed.
Because as we saw in the previous clips, since he does it, he essentially just gives the green light for other people to harass people through him, which is why he makes so much more money when he's on public transportations, inside of restaurants, being confronted and interacting with the police, because people donate to him to be able to play whatever message or song they want to via his Bluetooth speaker. And they're just actively rooting for his downfall, so they will happily send the worst possible message and music to either harass the people he's around, incite violence against him, or to get him arrested.
Because at this point, he's got hate watchers who think it's worth their money to see him get his ass kicked.
Because he's just a clown for them. He's a clown show. That's all that's going on here. This is a live circus, and you can donate to make the situation infinitely worse for him, and then I guess just see where the circus goes from there.
Yes. Now, I may have a Streamlabs link pinned in my YouTube chat, but I, however, am not a circus of that nature. I am a jumping jacks circus.
I mean, there is days worth of content of him just acting out in the worst way possible, but I don't want this to be a multi-hour video, so I'll concise it down to some of the interesting clips I saw. But as you know, he's hated in Japan for good reasons. So he decides then to be as offensive as possible to both Japan and Korea, so he did this.
So I got a plan for today. I want to go to the Japanese embassy because I saw that the Koreans were getting mad about that comfort woman statue shit. So I'm like, if I'm leaving soon, we might as well make these. Thank you for subscribing. We might as well make these matter.
Oh, yeah, brilliant idea. Let's make people more angry at you.
So they got I think the main comfort woman statue is in front of the Japanese embassy. So that is where I'm going right now. And I want to go into the Japanese embassy and I want to see if those niggas know who the fuck I am. And I want to ask these niggas if they're going to let me come back. You know, like I got a new passport, I got a new look. Maybe the Japanese might let me go back.
Yeah, because your look and your passport were the problem. It was the look you had and your passport. It wasn't the fact that you were acting a fool and treating people with incredible disrespect in a country that's not your own. No, it was your passport and the way you look.
Right. Great goal to have in life. But first, he had to interrupt a publicly broadcasted concert.
Amazing! Wow! Wow! He jumped on the stage. They're not even doing nothing about it. Oh,
what the fuck, dude? What are they supposed to do? They're publicly broadcasting. They can't stop and just be like, excuse me, random American asshole, get off the stage. We're in the middle of a public broadcast here. Like, of course they're not gonna do anything right now.
down. Oh shit, I got on TV. I might have been on TV. Oh shit. I might have been on TV.
Yeah, cause you just photobombed a fucking live television event. Because you're that important. You have that much of main character syndrome that you just, I'm gonna go wherever I want and do whatever I want.
I might have been on TV.
I gotta hold my distance from you, dog. I really gotta do that.
They stopped the music.
Every time I start going through this guy's stuff, I realize how dystopian IRL streaming can really get, as it just demonstrates the worst case of main character syndrome that I've ever seen.
Yeah. Atozy just said it right. Exactly right. It is this insane main character bullshit. Like, this is why I don't really do IRL shit. The most I ever do is like, hey, this is me folding my laundry. Hey, this is me like washing my dishes. Like, but I refuse to go out and stream like IRL because there are so many just horrible people in that category.
Clearly, for him, nothing and nobody matters as long as he can have the chance to get some sort of funny clip for his stream. And he's doing all this while publicly day drinking. It's just overall fascinating.
That's gotta be good for you. Why would you be day drinking? Are you secretly not happy with your at minimum I'd kick him in the nuts? most IRL streamers I've heard of or seen need to get beaten with a spiked mallet. Yep. You're not wrong, Cannibalistic Wizard. Or Snorlax. Whichever one you go with. You're not wrong.
That someone would humiliate themselves like this over and over again while being a burden to society, all for some sweet internet attention. It's depressing, but as we know, he's still on a mission, so he gets the statue and does this.
Japan hates this thing. Tell them why. Tell them why. Let me sit down with it. Put it. Hold it. Japan hates. Let me sit down with it. I don't know if it's respect to sit here. I stand with the Korean people. Bring it closer to you. Come closer. I stand with the Korean people. I love Korea. And everything that I did in Japan was for the Korean and the Chinese people.
He did not. He did not. Just say that. No. No. Please no. Just a moment, please. I am being knocked upon. Yes. Sorry about that. We had a child emergency. We had a little child emergency. Bit of a bloody nose, but we're okay. So yeah, he just said...
I stand with the Korean people. Bring it closer to you. Come closer. I stand with the Korean people. I love Korea. And everything that I did in Japan was for the Korean and the Chinese people.
Yeah. He literally just said that. That is something that came out of his face. Unironically. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that. Do you think the Chinese and Korean people want you to do this shit? I'm sorry. This is not... This is incredibly...
Let's go. Let's get out of here.
So if you don't know what statue he disrespected, here's the context. And for him to do this to that kind of statue, it's despicable. There's really no words to describe it. It's just straight up pathetic. And he's really just testing his limits. He wants to see how much can he get away with. And he does this over and over again. And on top of that, he chooses the most tolerant countries to act like this in. Because
the culture is not one of, I will punch you in the face for saying and doing this shit. That's why he goes to these countries.
Obviously, he doesn't want to get consequences, but he still wants the clout and attention for testing the boundaries. But unfortunately for him, it seems like he's starting to find the limits here in Korea, because just a few days ago, he decided to do this on the metro in Seoul.
We're going to jail today. We're going to jail, bro. We're going to jail. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Remember me?
Jail, bro. We're going to jail. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Remember me?
Ah, come on, dude. It's depressing to watch, but what actually makes this funny to me is how little money he's actually doing this for.
That's...
Imagine someone is willingly putting themselves in a situation where they can be arrested for someone simply paying them $5 for a text-to-speech donation or song.
Yeah, that's all he's got it up to is $5 for the for the donation to play a song or a text-to-speech thing.
So
That's
pathetic.
it.
But a couple days later, he continues these antics at a 7-Eleven.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you like a Jack Frost with a zesty anchor. Get your ass on me like Victor from Despicable Me using the upside down. What are you talking about? You gotta know it's funny as shit. You might take piss out of your nipple. Get your
Sorry, I'm black.
What? What did he just say?
from Despicable Me using the upside down. What are you talking about? You gotta know it's funny as shit. You might take piss out of your nipple. Get your
Sorry, I'm black. I'm not gonna drink nothing.
I'm black. I'm not gonna drink nothing. Dude, what does you being black have to do with any of what's happening right now? Seriously, what does your blackness have to do with anything?
I don't drink. Here, no drink. No. Look here. Digo. I eat the ramen.
Why are you putting on this weird fake Korean accent? Speaking of which, your final TikTok payment came in a whopping $1.13 American. Yes, I saw that. That they sent me money, and I'm like, oh boy. Yay.
I go, okay, shut up. I'm gonna eat the ramen.
This
I go, okay, shut up. I'm gonna eat the ramen.
Why are you talking like that? Do you think that just because people can't speak English that they don't understand that you're mocking their accent? Like, do people not realize that? Like, just because they don't understand the words doesn't mean they can't tell you're mocking them.
This guy will literally look to anything as an excuse to deflect for his own actions. And also, he will just happily lie to people's faces and live stream himself doing it. Like, what kind of sociopath do you have to be to do any of his content? It's insane. It's baffling to watch. And immediately after this woman leaves, he just continues to make a scene because this is how he is, apparently.
It's right to say you should never have kids. Your father was right. Your father was right.
What Trump clip?
Right. Never have kids. Your father was right. Your father was right.
What are you talking about?
안 된다고요. 소주 안 된다고.
Shut up, bitch.
What the fuck? You're in their country. You're in their country causing a scene, and you're telling her to shut up. You're telling her, shut up, bitch. Meanwhile, you're in her country, in her store, acting like a jackass.
It's wild to me that he didn't learn his lesson in Japan. For every day he streams like this, consequences will inevitably be worse for him. It's sad he happily treats elders like this to seem like some tough guy for his content. Like, especially when a couple days later, he was upset and confused as why he was handcuffed in the back of a cop car. Gee, who would know? But that clip that we just saw somehow gets worse before he runs off before the police shows up.
Please tell me how
That
does it
clip that
get
we just
worse?
saw somehow gets worse before he runs off before the police shows up.
Call the police, stupid ass bitch. Stupid ass. I didn't even drink here. Are you dumb? I already
Anonymous
talking to you,
said
stupid ass,
$5.
bald ass bitch. You monkey asshole, shut up.
Wow. Wow. This asshole needs to just go away. Like, just needs to not be streaming any. Like, I don't ever really say deplatform somebody. No, deplatform him.
Dude, What he doesn't realize also is it's illegal to record people in Korea without their consent. Normally, rules like this aren't enforced on, which is why over 99% of the time, people get away with stuff like this. But his issue is he's demonstrating the behavior you want to make an example out of and penalize. And you can actually get up to 10 years in prison in extreme cases.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that you could actually get 10 years in prison for this
Behavior in Korea. So a couple days later, he repeated this on a bus and actually got the police called on him.
Good.
감사합니다. Call me ringtone. Huawei, Chinese virus. China.
What the fuck?
Call me ringtone.
Police called on him.
감사합니다. 감사합니다. Call me ringtone. Huawei, Chinese virus.
Wow. Chinese virus?
China. I call the police. 112, 112, I call the police. You better back up. What you doing? Don't touch my phone.
Anonymous said $10.
Don't touch me. I call police 112. 112, I call police.
Oh, of course. Now we've got people donating for a baby cry. We've got people donating for a baby cry because and he's saying, like, he's doing all this bullshit. He's saying 112, call the police. This is pathetic.
And the guy confronting him gets off the bus and says he's calling the police on him. So he runs off.
We gotta go.
He goes to hide in this restaurant, but since he's streaming, the police were able to find him pretty quickly. And here he...
Yeah, if you're gonna hide, maybe turn off the live stream so that the police can't, like, I don't know, tune into your live stream and find out where you are.
He just really goes on to show the world how unintelligent he is with this interaction with the police.
Oh, police. Hi, how are you? Off, please. Off, please? Okay, I'll take off. Hello? Somebody called us. Sometimes
Thanks for IG follow bro from Taiwanese guy.
So people make fake call, you know?
No, they called us.
Thanks for IG follow bro from
Oh my
Taiwanese
god,
guy.
he's actually gonna say that people are trying to swat him?
So people make fake call, you know?
No, they called us and then you make some trouble.
I love how he told them he turned it off, but he's also like turning the camera towards them.
Sometimes you see this one, you know, donation? People can send a music. I don't control.
So they said it's too loud or something.
No, I'm very calm. Never bully. Can you speak to, I don't know what this is.
Can you just write it out?
My YouTube name? Yeah.
Just be careful, somebody called us.
Okay, but people try to waste your time. They try to make fake calls.
They're not making a fake call, dude. No. It's not a fake call when you're calling people names and recording them without their consent. Like what you're doing right now.
I never touch nobody. I never hurt nobody. No problem. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Have a good lunch. Thank you so much. Ajima, thank you. Even though, yeah, y'all see how I win that? Easy. Well, easy. W, easy. They said enjoy your lunch. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna pay her some good money. She just saved my ass. I'm gonna give her a tip.
He's live streaming. It's not like the police don't have access to this footage.
This is insane. Does he not think that the police are going to be watching this and, like, hearing what he's saying? And then are going to come back and arrest him?
Hey.
Just calling the Ajuma. Stop calling the Ajuma. Yo, we got Korean callers now. Someone just called the rest of
The judge is just gonna love all these clips.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't do anything wrong. Watch, they calling again. Ajuma, can I have a takeaway?
He's clearly very paranoid as well.
To go. Take away.
Because he's automatically assuming they've already found the restaurant and they're calling the restaurant to report him.
Yeah. Like, do you not think that it's a restaurant? People are calling for, I don't know, food? Like, why else would the restaurant's phone be ringing, dude? No, they're calling about me. Yeah, sure they are narcissists.
When it's most likely just normal takeout orders.
Right.
And then after that, he didn't even get that far until he was confronted by the police again. Because I'm assuming they saw the stream.
What is the problem?
Please turn off.
Okay.
Sir.
What I do? What's the problem?
Because this interaction was only 45 minutes after the previous one.
Yeah, so they obviously saw what he was doing. They obviously heard him, like, basically laugh about what he was, or what they said, what they did. Ask Nick Rekieta how that idea worked for him. Hey, Sparky, what's up? What's up? All right.
I take taxi.
Boss, you.
No bus. I know it. Taxi.
You 271 boss.
No. 273. 272.
Anyway.
So don't allow.
Why are you talking like that, dude? Oh my god. You are not Korean. Stop with the fake Asian accent. It's really, really fucking disgusting.
Okay, quiet. I didn't want to. Why I went?
Yeah, so he's just lying to them. Nah, I wasn't on the bus. I took a taxi. Yeah, right, dude.
I'm very quiet. Yes. Don't submit that.
So here he's carrying this fish that becomes important later on.
Okay.
What is evidence?
Just one chance. Okay? Oh.
They're like, you have one chance to tell us the truth. We already know.
Of course. Me no talk.
Me no talk. I'm sorry, but this is, like, so rude. This is disgusting. This is fucking gross.
Calm down, please. Okay?
Because the police are giving him one more chance.
Me no loud.
Please
Because the police are giving him one more chance.
Me no loud.
Me no loud. Me talk like caveman. 'Cause you stupid for not speaking English. Like, and he's putting on this stupid fucking accent too. It's
We report you.
You know, somebody call, fake call.
Right, dude.
Famous.
I'm famous. Yeah, you're famous for famously stupid.
You know? One chance.
Okay.
Okay.
Please.
I promise. I promise.
Okay, so only 20 minutes later, he was stopped by the police again.
To get away from us, like,
There's this bag of fish.
what I do? The fuck?
Off.
It's off.
Off.
What I do? It's off. It's off. It's off.
Off.
Now off.
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 What I do? I'm waiting for taxi. You watching? What I do?
Please off.
They know it's not off. Like they can tell now. They're wise now to him. They know now he's not turning his stream off. And so they're telling him, turn it off right now. And it is off. And they're like, no, bitch, it's not.
I know you're watching, but what I do?
Oh, watching your YouTube channel.
But what I do? I'm waiting for taxi.
Please. Please off.
What did I do?
Turn off, please.
English, please. I don't speak English.
They are speaking English. They're saying, turn it off. You moron.
Okay.
Why are you harassing me? What I do?
Just a moment, please. We translate.
I'm doing grocery. I go home. I'm waiting taxi.
Please be quiet. Please be quiet.
I'm quiet. What I do?
Anonymous.
Okay, so it's the same duo that stopped him earlier.
You can hold. I don't do nothing.
And they're playing the monkey noises for the police. That's lovely. That's just lovely. And I love that he's got a Trump AI for his TTS.
Of course, this is exactly what they're donating as he's getting arrested.
I can hold. I don't know what you. Police. I understand you're police. I am cooperating. Okay,
you're
look,
not.
you tell me go taxi. I'm waiting.
This is such a fascinating social experiment.
Isn't it though?
Bro, what is going on, chat? I tell you all.
But what is going on, chat? Well, let me explain to you, sir, what's going on, chat. What's going on, chat, is that you're being arrested. Okay? And because you are an idiot, you can't, you don't turn off your phone or your stream. And now the police are arresting you for your stupidity.
Wait, taxi. Point that way. I don't care. I don't care. What I do. You tell me wait, taxi.
찰레스토 가들리 센트 $5 딕수탁 소녀들 저는 HIV 양성이고.
Watch. I don't throw nothing. This is evidence. Who is this guy? This one.
Be quiet. I love the female officer. No, be quiet. The female officer is just like, shut up. Stop talking. No more talking for you. You're an idiot. She's just like, no, you shut up. Oh, that's amazing. I wish North American police did that.
Song me some. I want to be alone. My face. Old white guy. What I do? You fucking white savior. Get your ass over here. You Reddit Twitter user. I'm relaxed. Some Redditor came. Some Reddit Twitter user. Hangdae.
But unfortunately for him, this doesn't go his way.
No.
Because he thinks he gets this taxi here. And now I'm going off of information by Cancel Johnny's here on Twitter. So he told me that apparently he got into this taxi. The stream cuts out because here we see they don't let the taxi driver drive, and then the stream ends up cutting a little bit later. But when his live stream came back on, he was in the back of a police car, handcuffed, complaining about being arrested.
How is he even streaming then? Why would they not let him why would they not take his phone away at this point?
You got me cuffed to a fucking wall, bro. This is fucking... This is fucking crazy, bro.
Well, what do you expect, dude?
Let me out this bitch now, bro. I'm gonna crash all the time in a bunch of shit.
So we're still waiting for more information about exactly why or how he was arrested, but Johnny has since been released and he had this to say about being arrested. Johnny Somali is free. The police let him go because they were not well informed. The police does not know about him drinking alcohol on the bus and vandalizing the 7-Eleven. People must notify the police of all the illegal activities Johnny has done while he's in Korea.
Hank translated everything in the police station. The police were like, bro, they were like, this is the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, it is the dumbest shit ever. Why are you doing it?
We have to do the paperwork. It's nothing. Some guy's claiming allegedly you got fish juice on him. There's no proof. There's no evidence. There's no nothing. So just go. And honestly, you know, the detective just called me right now. He said, bro, I see you're on the news about kissing the statue. If any reporter...
So it cut out there, but he hasn't gone live since his arrest as of recording this video, so if it's really not a big deal, that doesn't really make sense. I think it would be smart of him to leave the country right now, but we've been covering this guy for over a year now, and he's never done anything smart, so...
No, he's not going anywhere. He's gonna stay. He's gonna ride it out. He's gonna do more stupid bullshit. It's gonna be a whole thing. I'm just, like I said, I'm I covered this because, you know, we always cover Johnny Somali bullshit. So I figured, why the hell not? So I just got a video sent to me. And think it's got to do with fresh and fit stuff, and so we're gonna take a quick look at that and see what that has showing us here, because this reminded me a lot of the fresh and fit self-hatred thing, this Johnny Somali clip. So let's take a look.
May Drake.
He said what?
June, Dr. Disrespect.
That's funny.
July, Chris from Mr. Beast. August, Mr. Beast. September, Diddy.
October,
Young Philly. Who's gonna be up in November? Who's gonna be the Christmas special?
fresh and fit.
Cat Williams. You said that.
You know what this makes me think of? This makes me think of those advent calendars, but instead of chocolate, you just get a dip and grape.
He's so right. Instead, oh my god! Instead of chocolate, you get a fucking grape.
Ain't that shit crazy? You know what? Before Christmas, you open up. Update on the Young Philly situation. So, since the initial video we did, there's been some updates, and I figured I would cover some of them.
Yes, my peoples, like everyone, I've heard the reports coming out of Australia. Whilst I understand many of you want my reaction on it, as this is an ongoing court case, I hope you guys can understand that I can't and won't be commenting on it publicly. So yeah, I've just come on here to basically let you know the reasons as to why I can't. Love.
What?
Did you let me marry into your family?
110%. You specifically, you are a great flipping human being. On my life, brother. Yeah, I'll let you marry. We'll be nice, we'll see each other with time. Yeah.
What the fuck am I watching? What am I watching right now?
Yeah, I wouldn't let you marry my family, but yeah.
Why? I'm a good man.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me?
No, I have too many stories. Yeah, anyway, yeah.
What stories?
Huh?
So, you guys remember what I said when I said that for Philly,
it is over.
It's over whether he's found guilty or not. And people were like, oh, you guys are condemning him. I'm not condemning him to anything. I'm just saying based off of his brand and the work that he's done, the mere accusation is enough to ruin everything he's built up until now, especially in an environment like the media of the UK. You have to understand, this guy was tied to some very big brands. He was doing things with Heinz. He had his own like mustard line or some shit. He was doing things with ASOS. He was doing things with BBC. He was doing, with all kinds of things, okay? Which in the context of a grave case.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, you can't come back from that. If you've got like ties to like the BBC and Heinz and all this shit, you can't be dealing with a case like that even if you're not guilty. You're done. Your brand is done.
He was doing a lot of things with his BBC.
He was doing things with his BBC he shouldn't have. But anyways, okay. So then we're going to take a look at some of that stuff. Pause. Super pause. What?
Now, honestly, this must have been the most expensive weekend of his entire life. Because just as we spoke about in the last video, creators and brands have started distancing themselves from Mr. Philly. Now, the first one that I saw was the Sidemen obviously removed their 20 vs. 1 edition. That actually happened as I was recording the last video, which, I mean, had 42 million views. So that would have been...
Ooh, wow. That's huge. That is absolutely 42 million views.
A painful one to remove. The FA cancelled a new show that was going to have Philly cooking alongside other big Premier League players like Suf.
The FA is the most wealthy league in the world. So losing that brand...
My guy.
That's like losing Nike.
I don't watch football, and I know that.
Yeah.
I don't watch, and I know that.
His brand deals with ASOS have all been deleted. His sauce that he had with Heinz, that's been pulled. His clothing line with Perplex has been taken down. Foot Asylum announced that they are suspending their contract with Young Philly with immediate effect. His dating show with Gymshark called Hit Off has now...
Gymshark? He had a Gymshark
Young Philly
dating show?
with immediate effect. His dating show with Gymshark called Hit Off has now been unlisted. His first live show for the Chunks and Philly podcast is now being cancelled, and the producers of that show, Upload Productions, well, they said that they are pausing all and any work with Young Philly.
Holy shit. This is bad. Like, he is done regardless. Nobody's going to, like, if he's found guilty or not, no, like, if he's found not guilty, nobody's gonna go, oh, my bad, dude, here, let's give you all this stuff.
Everything. What? That's what I meant when I said it's all dead. And if he's found not guilty, well, it's not coming
No, it's
back.
not coming back.
That's what I'm trying to make y'all understand on this. Now, you guys can argue for whether or not it's fair. And there's an argument to be made that before you've been found guilty in court, is it right that you lose everything? And I probably would argue not. But the way brands function, especially in that environment, they don't have the luxury to wait or to find out or to hope. Because
No, they have money to protect. They have interests to protect. They have business deals with other people who might not want to be working with companies that support somebody like that, and they have a bottom line to think of.
Because their brand is going to be negatively impacted by public perception.
They work with the same thing that insurance companies work. Liability.
That's it.
If you're a liability to the brand, it's going to be done. Even after, you're still liable. There's that in... You got that in your aura.
Yeah. But there's an unexpected guest involved in all this that has a take on this and that thinks he's guilty.
Go on.
Fresh and Fit. Yeah.
Of course.
The boy Fresh just came out the woodwork. He had a hot take on Philly saying, I know him. The only rapist they support is Andrew Tate, apparently.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's cool for Andrew Tate to do it, but not anybody else. Got it.
You want to hear what Fresh and Fit have to say?
Go ahead.
Come on, man. You don't want to hear what them boys got to say?
Again!
Damn right. All right, let's listen, man. And guys, it's going to be choppy, but not because I'm going to edit it, but it's just Fresh is talking.
Okay. Fresh is talking all weird again.
Be patient. All right, I will try. I'm going to try to explain. All right. That being said, as the guy behind the scenes,
and then like a lot of those like other like big YouTubers, why haven't any of them come out to defend him? That's my question.
Sound familiar? Diddy. Who's defending Diddy? Nobody. But why is that though? Could it be true?
Wait. So, because nobody's defending Young Philly, it must be the same as Diddy? Is that what I'm hearing?
The way he talks kills me.
Release me. Release.
Why is that though? Could it be because he's guilty? I don't know. But
release that.
There's something that can be said. All right, let's go. I'm gonna just skip ahead. So basically, because you guys don't want to hear Fresh talk for 5 minutes, trust me. Fresh talk is about a story that he was in London maybe just a year or two ago, and at this time where he's out with some girls, Philly ended up showing up, and then he saw some weird behaviors. I'm gonna just get to the rich part, okay?
Were the other YouTubers there?
Yes. Yeah.
Who else was there?
Bro, you just tell the story. Yo, bro. This nigga, bro.
They didn't do nothing wrong. They're just there with you.
They don't want to be involved, bro. All
right.
This
all right. This still Fresh is the worst storyteller, bro.
No, it's because I'm protecting their brand, bro. Like,
okay, all right.
You just said earlier they don't want to be seen with us. So why are you telling the people who they are? You want this nigga, bro?
Well, I didn't know if they were worried about.
Yes, they were worried about.
Oh, so they're normie people too.
I'm not saying their names.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so you're trying to say that you saw some weird behavior, and there were other YouTubers there, but you're not going to name their names because you don't want to hurt their brand. Is it that, or is it because you're just like making shit up?
Anyhow, so we go up with some YouTubers, man. They're showing us love. Buying bottles too.
Ooh. It's like when you watch mom and dad fight.
Yeah.
And there's like 10 people at the dinner table and everyone's quiet. Okay,
wrong.
Peter, now pass me the potatoes.
It's not wrong. Watching Fresh and Fit talk, you can tell there's something wrong behind the scenes. You can tell that they are not happy with each other. You can tell that there's like some sort of fighting going on because they're so pissy with each other.
Because you know she's just fucking seething, so the words don't come out right. But you're not gonna call it out.
No.
You're just gonna pass her the potatoes.
Potatoes.
We're there having a great time. The club is closing in like 30 minutes or so. Out of the blue, this guy pops up. I'm like, who's this nigga? Talking to the girls, touchy-feely. I'm just like, did someone invite this nigga? Mind you, I don't know who he is. Mind you, he didn't know most of the girls there. He just knew one of them that I was talking to, which is fine. And we're chilling, vibing, whatever.
What's wrong?
It is the worst storytelling I could give it to.
I just think that if you give it some time, it's like watching something fast forwarded, but it's also buffering at the same time.
Yes! Oh my god, yes! Thank you! That's exactly what it is, watching him talk. He's so, like, disjointed and choppy and fucking... It's like William Shatner on crack.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like sort of come to the club and there's way about Philly just coming through and talking to one of the girls and.
Remember, I said the club closed in like 30 minutes. He comes at the very end of night at a club, and he's there at the table. I'm like, who's this guy? Whatever. So then.
Yes, you've already said who is this guy like 5 times.
He's talking to most girls at the table, and the one I'm talking to, he takes particular interest into. So he's like talking to her. The nigga's like thirsty, bro. Like when I say like overly thirsty, is like grabbing her, trying to pull her to the car, take away from her friend. This is like, bro, do your thing. I'm not gonna stop you because hey, that's not you, brother. The nigga's pulling the girl to the car, like pulling her, legit pulling her. And I'm like, I'm going to the hotel. And her friends are like, yo, this is crazy. Like, what's happening? Somebody go get her. She's like, where are you guys going? Like, why is he pulling me this way? So I leave. I go to my hotel. I get a text saying, yo, listen, I'm dropping her off to you right now, which is the YouTuber girl that told me she's coming.
Okay, so she grabbed her from him.
Yeah. And then I asked her, so what happened? You didn't want to go home, boy? Oh, no, this and that. He was being pushy, whatever. But I want to go home with you. I just didn't want to, like, make a scene. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Kind of find out. I called the other YouTuber girl later on. She told me the full story of what happened. He wanted to smash by any means possible. So I was like, oh, shit, this is how this nigga moves. She's like, yeah, everyone knows.
Then why didn't anybody say anything? Like, why is this so normal? Why is this like, if this is true, first of all, if this is true, why aren't other YouTubers saying anything?
Damn. Even Fresh and Fit saying this dude weird. Everybody knows.
But on tape.
That being said.
All right, go ahead.
No, personally, I just think that with guys like Young Philly, you know, they just they can't be trusted because they're mad thirsty for girls, and that's why he's in jail.
But what about what he said? What about what he said?
I mean, it just corroborates what I've heard a lot of people behind the scenes. And here's what I think. It's one thing if you have accusers in the public. Like, you guys know when Fresh and Fit got accused by that girl,
yeah.
And I went to go listen, I'm like, that story's bogus. So people are like, oh, you're just going to believe the story. It's not that I believe the story. I'm not even telling you guys what happened or what didn't happen.
He was just saying it's bogus.
But all the circumstantial evidence for me points to I would be very wary of him behind closed doors.
Yeah. That's what he's trying to say. And this Young Philly story seems very, like, it seems like everybody seems to know about this guy.
And you might say that's a lot, but when I hear the prosecutor in court saying we have CCTV evidence, we have footage, we have photos of her injuries to her body that depict a history of violence on her, when he's saying we have an incredibly strong case, I'm like, okay, that's a fact. Who have nothing to gain, who privately, before any of this happened and after, tell me he moves a little bit weird. He's very aggressive with ladies.
Hey guys, it's Mala Isaac. I'm going to give my honest opinion about this whole Young Philly situation. As you guys may know or may not know, he got charged with R, and it's been like all over the news.
So this, like, I actually didn't know about the Young Philly situation. So I'm kind of glad that I've been listening to this.
I'm gonna give my honest, humble opinion, okay? I've met the guy. I personally don't like him. He's not a nice person. I'm just gonna be honest. To me, anyway. I don't know. To his friends, he might be a nice person, but to, like, if you've met him in real life, you'll know he acts in a certain way, especially if he's around people. He has a very big ego, and he kind of looks down on a lot of people.
And people think all this stuff we're saying, even his friends say this. They get on podcasts, they talk about how rude and nasty he can be to people all the time.
That's not good, man. If your friends are coming out and going on podcasts and going, yeah, he's rude, he talks down to people, he's got an ego, like, that's not a good thing. That is not something you want. When it comes to, like, your friends backing you up, like, you don't want your friends basically throwing shade on you on podcasts when you're charged with something like this.
So that's why when folks are like, oh, these are just rumors, they're not rumors. Like, when your friends are saying it, when people who don't know you are saying it, when all these unrelated people are saying it, and not only are they saying this guy's arrogant, but they're saying he aggressive with the ladies and he little shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It just, to me, that's probably the biggest smoking gun someone can give me outside of, like, footage and photo videos, because there's no way 15 to 20 people who are all unrelated to each other are all reporting the exact same details about you.
No, you can't. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. If there are that many people willing to say the same thing over and over again about you, and there's no, like, there's nothing to gain for them, then yeah, that's pretty good evidence to me. In my boat. Alright, I'm gonna do a quick bathroom break, get something to drink, and then we will get back into our videos. So share the stream while I'm gone, and I will be right back. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. My youngest's teacher had to call, or was calling to see what was up with him because he's been sick since Thursday. So, I just had to answer that. So, yes, we are back. We are back and ready to go here. Let's see. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Okay. Oh, no. So let's pop over here to OnlyFans getting sued for tricking men into sexting with other men. This just sounds crazy to me because I don't know. Let's find out. Let's find out what this is.
It's a very spicy day here at Clownfish TV.
It's fun.
We're gonna talk about OnlyFans. We're gonna talk about catfishing. We're gonna talk about a lawsuit. Apparently, dudes are upset that they thought they were talking to female OnlyFans models, only to find out that Chatter or whatever the hell they call it. I don't use it.
That's called Chatter. You're pronouncing it wrong.
It was
CHAD.
It was dudes. It was dudes all along. You're talking to a dude.
Funny.
You're talking.
That's funny. It's how is this even? So wait, are they dudes pretending to be girls? Are they dudes with like once again trying to make my position worse or sound worse than being in the cuck chair, right? And I did, and she said that she just wants to see him get better. If he's gonna be out for more than this week, then she'll send stuff home. That's what she said.
Talking to a dude and they're hired help, and sometimes there are multiple dudes. Sometimes you think you're talking to a woman and you're talking to a dude and his friends.
Wait, so are the women hiring guys to help answer their DMs? Like, what is the... I'm confused.
I'm sure those dudes have seen some shit. I'm sure they've seen some things.
Yeah, so let's talk about this. This is one of the top stories. It even made the Hollywood Reporter. Apparently, it happened like a month ago, though. So there's another.
Yes, it's dudes stealing girls' pictures and then pretending to be guys and then catfishing the dumb ones. Oh.
Article out here we'll take a look at that breaks it down a lot easier than the Hollywood Reporter. They have to make a narrative out of it. A tragic story about a lonely man texting a strange woman on OnlyFans only to find out that he's been talking to Pedro the whole time, and who the hell knows. So anyway, before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop. Are you laughing?
I have just read the part underneath. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Woohoo!
We're getting there. No.
This is funny. Answer call. Hello?
Just to clarify, because what happens is whenever any YouTuber talks about OnlyFans, they seem to have this about them.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is what's going on. A bunch of guys got caught because it turns out that there were quote managers. There's a whole bunch of them. The managers, the guys that the pimps, all that shit. The boyfriends, the husbands, whatever.
Yeah.
Instead of doing what I do and being honest and saying, "Hey, this is driving Abe," what do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just like, "Hi, sweetie, how are you?" They're just pretending.
Oh.
There's ones where dudes just completely made an entire account and they're stealing the photos of like one or two girls, and all they're doing is they're DMing. They're just doing DM messages because you get money for tips.
Yeah.
You get tips for DMs. So what happens is, so then they message a low-ranking OnlyFans girl who's online, "Hey, send me a DM send me a drawing and write the name or write the word mango on your body to prove it's real. So what's happening is they're getting verified by the person that's paying them. And what they're doing is as they're being told by the person paying them, well, prove you're real. Write chrysanthemum on your body.
Right.
And then take a naked photo. Because it's a word you just made up. And it's very unlikely you can just type in girl with chrysanthemum written on their body.
Yeah.
To steal the photos. So then that person contacts a low-ranking or a low person on OnlyFans that matches the description, or if they haven't already, they've got that person lined up.
Right.
Hey, I'm going to steal this person's information. Hence why I'm so adamant on DMs. Why am I so fucking hawkish about DMs? Why do I monitor this shit like a hawk? Right?
Right.
That's the shit that happens. It's stupid. So that ends up, so then they just do, so they steal the photo with the girl's name, because then that counts. Oh, cool, this girl, this hottie sent me this photo. See, look, I told her to write mango, she wrote mango. See, look how hot she is.
Yeah.
So it starts from there. They siphon money out of these assholes. They only siphon a few $100 or more, because some of them will do the long con. But that's basically what's going on, is these guys are literally just catfishing, pretending to be girls, taking the photos. That's how they're getting the photos, is they're messaging somebody like you and going, hey, you're hot, but I don't know if you're real. Can you message me with a word tattooed on you or whatever? Or my name? Never put anybody's name on your body.
Nope.
That's another one, because they try to use it for verification purposes and shit. Every single time, anytime an adult creator has come up with a way to, hey, I found a way to prove I'm real, they will always come by and figure out a way to scam that same proof to make it into it, because it's not that hard to pretend to be somebody else on the internet. Men do it every day.
Yep.
Look at how many men every day pretend to be women.
That's true.
And then there's the ones then there's the other half, which are, they're role-playing as women, because that's, a bunch of dudes have been told by the women, get this, so it's not just some malicious guys all the time. Some guys have been told by the OnlyFans girls, yeah, you gotta pretend to be gay.
No.
You have to catfish in order to, people don't realize 99% of the messages that you're receiving are a catfish. That's why I don't get into the sexting conversations with people. That's why I don't do that shit. It's weird.
Yeah. It is weird.
So that's what that is. That's the summation of how they're doing it. And now back to the article.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't ask you for a woohoo yet. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. If you do, you'll get a woohoo.
I don't do it on command.
Wow.
Oh.
You're not going to do it.
Woohoo.
You're not going to do it via
Woohoo.
chat either.
I love Geeky Sparkles.
I read this part. What happens when the Carmen Electra you thought you were sexting turns out to be a middle-aged dude in the Philippines?
Dude, if you think you're sexting with Carmen Electra, then you're fucking... If you think you're sexting with Carmen Electra, then streamlabs.com/blindpress/tip. That's what I have to say.
Okay, so just let that sink in. A $1 billion class action lawsuit argues the platform's use of chatters is deceptive fraud.
No, but it's not the platform's use. It's the creators on the platform's use. It's not the actual platform. The platform isn't like, hey, use this male chatter to answer your DMs.
Just let that sink in. So, did anybody ever see, this is probably going to date me, the video for Sweet Emotion, Aerosmith, back in the day?
I did, but it was so long ago I don't remember.
With the teenage boy that calls the 900 number. And
yes.
He's lying, saying he's a lawyer from Beverly Hills, and she's all got the sexy voice and whatever. And then when he hangs up, it's like some middle-aged.
Explain why the site is down today. Oh, maybe.
woman with a bunch of kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this has been going on forever, right?
Yes. Or you're
Like-
playing a video game with somebody who says they're a woman to get free stuff in the game, and it turns out they're not, and they sick their dog rabies after them, and they kill them.
What a douchebag.
Yeah,
who
I
would
wonder
do
who'd
that?
do
Who would
that.
ever do that?
Actually, that was the first time I heard of people doing that, doing catfishing. Was when
It wasn't catfishing.
It was.
It was not catfishing.
Yeah.
I just
You were on
wanted
dates
free
with these
shit.
dudes to get free
Not
shit.
real dates, fake dates, and then I killed them and took their shit.
That's catfishing. That's catfishing, Neon. That's catfishing.
It was just a
When
game.
I do it, it's a prison sentence. I'm just saying.
It was an MMORPG, right? And I just wanted free shit, and I'd find somebody that had some really cool shit, and I'm like, I don't feel like working for it. All I gotta do to get, because this is how the world works, right? All I gotta do to get some free shit is put on a leather thong.
You so catfished in game. Oh my god.
And prance around and act helpless, and I get all kinds of free
There's a
shit.
double M.
It wasn't just a woman with a bunch of kids. It was a 300-pound hog with a kid on a tit and 5 more on the floor.
In the MMO you played, being male on male.
No. There was
Oh, I
nothing
know
like
that
that
video.
going on, because I sicked rabies on him and killed him and took his stuff. But I got all kinds of stuff. Now I'd just be like, oh, look at me. I'm a helpless little girl and I've never played this game before and I don't know what to do. Yeah, I tried playing it as a dude. Like, hey, Brooke, can you help me? No, you don't give a shit. But like I said, you put that leather bikini on and you play stupid, you get all kinds of free stuff.
I hate that that's true. I really, 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 really hate that that's true, but it is. It's the same thing where you're like, when you're blind and you show up at the store and you're like, everyone's like, oh, let me help you with this. Let me do this for you. And it's like, why? Is it just because I can't see?
Like, man, that's how the
It's true,
world
though,
works.
because when I met you at the convention that time, and
it's not
back
wrong
in the day
for
before
You
they
did
had,
not have a leather thong on.
No, I did not. But back in the day,
What is it? What's her Felicia Day wrote that song about falling in love with avatars. Yeah.
it was back before all they had all the cosplayers and stuff, and the only women you'd see are like ones in flannel buying comics or the booth babes. And I mistakenly did not know that, so I showed up in a mini skirt, platform shoes, and all this other stuff. And they could give me all kinds of free stuff.
You got all kinds
I got
of free
all
stuff.
kinds of free things.
And some of the guys that gave you free stuff, I know for a fact they were married at the time.
Well, they gave me all kinds of free stuff.
Yeah.
Of course. Because that's what happened. Like, the amount of times that I don't get what it is about dressing up in certain ways. It's just, it's just people, even other women, will do stuff for you.
So anyway, I wasn't looking for it. I was just there to meet you, but
I bought the cow, and I'm very thankful that I did.
Okay.
Anyway.
But they gave me free stuff. No, I'm kidding. Continue. So they're mad. We're going too far on the subject. They're mad because they think they're talking to a woman, and it turns out they're talking to some other dude pretending to be a woman, and they're saying all kinds of sexually related things to this person. And then when they talk to another person later, they don't know what they're talking about because they're like, I don't know what you're talking about because it's a different person. Wow. That's what happened here. Like this one person, like he went to meet this Kelly Gunner, Kaylee Gunner, porn star. And so he was basically talking to her, and he bought her boots off of her Amazon wish list. And when he was talking to the person that he thought was her on this chat, he asked if she was allowed to wear the boots in one of her movies, and if so, which one? And they're like, "Oh, I'm not allowed to." And then asked another person later, and they're like, "I don't know what you're talking about," because they weren't neither one of them or her.
That's okay. That would piss me off. If I bought somebody something off my wish list, if I got something for somebody off their wish list and then I found out that I wasn't even talking to that person, They offer to do stuff for you and then hand you compliments brand feminine napkins. Yep. Yep.
Oh my God.
But not the women though. The women will like I should no. I don't know what it is with
so I'm trying to wrap my head around the whole like look, I'm a very normal guy. There are conventions for adult film stars, and apparently you can go meet your favorite adult film star and just like chat them up like a comic book convention, but for porno people.
That's just gotta be weird. Like, I know they exist, but a convention for porn. That's just odd.
Well, you know
That's a thing that exists?
Probably.
Are they wearing clothes?
I'm assuming.
Do they charge for photos without clothes? I don't understand.
I don't know. I'm good to not know. I'm happy.
That's why they say a fool and his money are soon parted. That's very true, Pat.
Happy where I'm at.
So somebody comes up to you, and instead of talking about like your latest comic book or whatever, they're just like, "Hey, I loved it when you were bare ass naked in that movie, and getting railed by like 15 guys. That was awesome."
Yeah, 2 girls, 1 cock was great. I really loved that movie. Ugh.
I picture myself as one of them.
Why? I mean, I'm just like, I don't understand. But you do you, boo, right? I just, whatever. Anyway, yeah, so he's all upset because he tried to gift her the boots, and then it turned out.
So what's going on then? So now there's a lawsuit because this happens to a lot of people, apparently.
Yeah, apparently this happens to a lot of people. So this is a whole, like this article, I swear to God. Yeah, it's pretty damn long. So let's go to this version, which encapsulates what's going on. This is the class action lawsuit. OnlyFans content class action overview.
Okay. So let's see what this has to say. This is probably going to be a bit of a slog, but let's get through it.
5 OnlyFans subscribers are suing the platform's owner, Phoenix Internet. Why? The plaintiffs said they were duped and their privacy was exposed by professional chatters who pretended to be the content creators they were looking at online.
Oh, I think I know how. Okay, so there are websites where you can sign up to chat with people and you get money for doing it. And I think that's what these are. I think these are people that are just trying to do what was I gonna say? There's you'd be surprised what happens at those things. No, I wouldn't be. I come into a spank train, but with leather. Hello. Hello, Spittlebuggy.
Where? The OnlyFans content
the sex show, the sex expo.
Class action lawsuit was filed in a California federal court. So it said, 5 plaintiffs who are identified only by their initials filed the class action.
This is not genitals. I'm sorry.
Filed the class action complaint against Phoenix Internet LLC and others on July 29th in California, alleging violations of state and federal consumer and privacy laws. According to the lawsuit, chatters deceive OnlyFans users into believing they are directly communicating with the individuals they have paid to connect with.
Okay, see, that's what they might have them because...
So this is, there are, like I said, there are chatting sites where you can sign up and you're paid for chatting. If you're not checking your sources before you dish out your money, you're just asking to get suckered. You're not wrong there, Pat. You are absolutely not wrong.
Directly communicating with the individuals.
But these chatting sites, you sign up, you create an account, you put in your PayPal, and then basically you chat for money, and I think that's where these OnlyFans things are coming in.
Paid to connect with.
Okay, see, that's what they might have them because if you're paying to talk to those people and you're paying money to do so, you would be expecting to talk to those people. Yeah. Like you're paying to talk to somebody and then you're not actually talking with that person. There's tricking you into thinking you are. And that's an issue there because you're selling a service that you're not actually giving them.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's lots of servicing going on at the same time, but they usually to themselves. But that's another story.
Okay, I feel bad for Neon. He's getting, you can tell he's getting frustrated with Geeky Sparkle here, a little bit. Sex toy expos sound fun. Well, yeah, those sound
results in the sharing of personal information with strangers. Very personal. So,
but they're more worried about the personal information they shared than the fact that they were duped into paying for something they didn't get.
So, my brother, when he was little,
wait,
called Hulk Hogan. It was a 900 number because he loved Hulk Hogan. We went to go see Hulk Hogan at the Cow Palace. That's actually a place in San Francisco, and we watched
the Cow Palace. That sounds like it sounds like a building shaped like a cow that goes moo when you open the door.
We watched him wrestle. So yeah, he called Hulk Hogan for like 5 hours, and I think he left the phone like off the hook or something. No. Anyway, we got like a $900 toll bill. Because he called Hulk Hogan. I think he figured out after the first like minute or two, it wasn't actually Hulk Hogan. It was just a recording of Hulk Hogan. But yeah, this is back when they used to charge like, what was it, like $3.99 a minute or something.
Yeah, it was crazy for the 900 numbers. Like, oh my God. That's crazy. And it's not a chat by site. Oh, it's not. Okay. If it's a free account, you can get paid per message.
Yeah. Something like that. But it wasn't actually Hulk Hogan. I want my money back. I think my mom actually fought it. I don't remember what happened. But they said, the platform is predominantly known for hosting sexually oriented content, and users often pay to engage in. They have to explain this to normal people, because normal people don't know what this is. Users often pay to engage in intimate conversations with models and content creators. Is that what we're calling it?
Yes, that is what we're calling it. Because not every OnlyFans creator is a fucking porn star. I really hate this.
Are used despite OnlyFans' claims of monitoring platform activities. The platform does not prevent the use of chatters. Users.
Well, you kind of figure out if like the person.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm guilty of the 900 number at one time. Hey, I'm sure we all are.
You're supposed to be talking to was on screen at the same time.
I know. Right? It's like, oh my God, she's so talented.
I know.
How does she do that? Users subjected to systemic deception, lawsuit says. The lawsuit alleges that paying users are unknowingly interacting with hired impersonators who persuade them to spend more money. Well, you guys can go out to clownfishminus.com.
So are they claiming that these women are hiring people to chat for them? Is that what they're saying? Or are they saying that the boyfriends and husbands and stuff of these women are doing that? Like, this is what I'm confused. Is this active, like, are the girls actively hiring people to chat for them? Like,
join the Non++ Club. The real Neon, he died like 3 years ago.
That's not even funny.
I think it's funny.
It's not funny.
Okay.
Funny.
Anyway.
It's not funny.
I think it's funny.
That's hilarious.
But you don't. That's good.
No.
Anyway, they said this deception. They said the case goes beyond typical romance scams by involving an online platform used to perpetuate a systemic deception that exploits victims' trust on an unprecedented scale.
Trust? If you trust the OnlyFans girl that you're sexting with, you have a problem. You have a problem. You shouldn't be trusting the internet person that you're
hundreds of thousands or even millions of people simultaneously.
I mean,
that is some talent. So I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this because all I'm hearing is lonely guys
Okay.
Paying to talk to women.
But here's where the thing
and
is.
getting scammed.
Okay, here, remember I said they seemed more upset about their privacy than they were about the other thing. Yeah. This deception leads to significant breaches of confidentiality and privacy violations as sensitive information, including photos and videos, may end up in unauthorized hands.
How, okay, if you're sexting, do fans have the ability to send in pictures of themselves? Or is it just the content creator that can do that? Because if the fan is able to send a photo to somebody, then I could see a privacy breach because they're giving like photos and videos to somebody that they think is somebody else. That I could see.
I know exactly what kind of photos and videos were sent. I can bet money on what kind of photos and videos are sent. So that's why they're upset. They're embarrassed because I just sent pictures of my junk to some probably dude in the Philippines.
And with AI now, like you can get like a voice filter or something.
It's his unauthorized hands. Sorry, I'm just saying that's what it's about. 'Cause I was like, at first I was like, they're mentioning, you know, about the fact that they were duped and about financially having to pay for it. And I'm thinking, okay, that's what they're talking about. And then they kept saying about, oh no, but they seem more upset about their privacy. Well, this is why. Someone spent $25,000 over 4 years.
Christ.
They shared photos, videos.
Where are those people? Where are those people? Come to my site. Where are those people? I would like those people to show up to my site, please.
Personal information from creators unaware the information was being disclosed to agents.
Yeah, so
that is a problem.
So this is the thing. Apparently they have they're impersonators, they're referred to as chatters, they're employed by management agencies operating OnlyFans accounts and receive training and scripts. They say OnlyFans is well aware of the chatters.
So OnlyFans knows that these management firms hire people to chat for them.
Did they give them training and scripts?
OnlyFans knows about the agencies perpetuating the chatter scams. It has co-hosted events with at least one agency named as a defendant in the complaint. Despite being aware of the allegedly illegal practices, OnlyFans allegedly takes no alleged action against the alleged people.
Jesus Christ. How many times are we going to say alleged in one sentence? That's insane.
Because the profits.
With alleged pictures of penises.
Yeah, they get a 20% cut of all creators earning on the platform. In 2021, the platform generated approximately $2 billion in revenue. $2 billion. So 20% of that's a pretty big cut, right?
That's huge. 20% of $2 billion? God damn.
So they're going to be like, yeah, we'll just turn a blind eye to that. It's kind of, I'm going to be honest, it's how other certain social media platforms work. Basically, even if people are up to no good, nothing happens until there are complaints about it, or they, because they're making money off these people, right? As a result, the plaintiffs seek to represent a nationwide class of OnlyFans users who had a fan account. OnlyFans paid premium content fees to any creator who is represented by one of the agencies. They're suing for violations of the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, the Federal Video Privacy Protection Act, the California Invasion of Privacy Act, and California's false advertising and unfair competition laws, along with claims of breach of contract and fraud.
That's probably what they're doing in
California. That's a lot of acts that they're suing under. I understand what they're saying, yet I can't muster up any sympathy for them. I'm with you, Pat.
California, because California has a lot of really strict laws against this kind of stuff.
I'm just like, I'm not trying to be judgmental, but you're going to a website with a bunch of cam girls, right? And you're just like giving them money, and then you're like, oh no, my privacy's been invaded because it wasn't the
Well, I don't think
girl
that's
thought
why
it
their
was.
privacy's invaded. I think they're mad because they spent a lot of money on people who weren't actually the person.
They bought her
They invaded. They probably
boots and.
Hold on, guys. I need to go deal with something. Real quick. Okay, everything's okay. Neighbor child didn't understand what sick child don't come in. Where am I here? Okay.
Dinner and she didn't put it out.
I mean, and it sounds like they, invaded their own privacy by sending pictures of things they shouldn't have sent, and now, but they did it so thinking it was somebody else, and now they're like, and they apparently they played along with it. The people that were
what they get. It's true. It's like I don't feel bad for these people. I really, really, really don't. I like, you're gonna there are some people who have lots of fans. Like, you can't expect them to like answer every. I don't know. I don't think this is. Hey, Fury, how are you doing? Hello, hello. You are lurking. Well, I'm glad you're here.
Faking who they were to get you to spend more money. You know?
So they're talking about the economy of it. They said you're basically a retail salesperson, which is the core of being an OnlyFans model. It's not scalable. If you have tens of thousands of fans sending you messages, it's hard to upsell them videos in a timely manner, which is a key factor in a business constantly challenged by tumescence. Is
that what they're calling it now?
Which is a key factor.
It's that or tummy sense. I mean, I'm sorry.
The only way to keep up with rising demand for your business is to hire staff. On OnlyFans, models do this by signing up with an agency, which often takes 40% of their earnings. Holy.
Fuck that! 40% of their earnings? Holy shitballs. That is crazy.
Hell. It's possible that agencies are making nearly as much as OnlyFans itself. The agency manages a model's entire OnlyFans account using software such as Super Creator, which maintains a vault of pre-made custom videos sorted by category and price, stock phrases to cut and paste in chats, facts about the model, the sales history of each subscriber, and a database of personal details each user has revealed.
Okay, so that's creepy.
That is creepy. That is where I would go, hey, my privacy has been breached here. That's disturbing.
Wow. Okay, so now it makes a hell of a lot more sense. So they're really putting this stuff into it. Yeah, that's definitely a violation of privacy.
Yes.
They're not dissimilar from the databases used by high-end restaurants, only in addition to your birthday and your spouse's name, they replace doesn't like olives with has a thing for feet.
Creepy.
With an agency, there could be many Kaylee Gunners sending personal messages to all of her fans 24 hours a day, upselling each one personally. Well, don't worry about it.
Hell, I used to write most of your wife's fans, most of them knew it too. Yeah. It just sounds like basic CRM software features.
Eventually, all these women are going to be replaced with AI.
And then it won't matter because AI can chat with you. It can chat with a bunch of people at once because they're very talented.
Very, very talented. So when you NVIDIA stock goes through the roof.
So yeah, when you put it that way, they're keeping a lot of personal information on people. That's really not. That's very concerning.
So they said, on sites such as Upwork and on the Reddit thread r/OnlyFans chatter, people in the Philippines post impressive credentials to work as chatters for models.
Wait, on fucking Upwork? Holy shit. That fucking freelance website actually has a section for OnlyFans chatting. Holy crap.
$4 an hour. They'll chat with 20 subscribers at a time, taking 20% commission for anything they can sell. After an 8-hour shift, they'll hand their leads to the next chatter. It's Gary Glenn toss.
Jesus.
Well, something's getting tossed, but that's hilarious.
Oh my God. Coffee's for closers.
I can't. This is messed up.
This is so
But then also
wild.
the flip side is like, why would you Why would you, I don't understand like why you keep sending someone all this money because they said they were so, you know what I mean? I get it because you paid. If you're paying for the service, you're paying to chat with them. You're expecting to chat with them. I would expect to chat with them, but I'm also kind of like, when was logic going to kick in and be like, well, I obviously can't be on here all day when they're making content.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, how can you not think for a second, like, okay, maybe they're gonna have to do some form of chat bot, some form of, like, something. Like, how could you not figure that out? I don't understand how you can go through life not understanding how this shit works.
Yeah, this is so apparently they tried to corner one of these people. I'm a reporter for the Hollywood Reporter. I'm writing an article about chatters. Are you a chatter? If so, can you tell me about your job? Well, you do it if I tell you it turns me on. There's
no way.
No need to laugh your ass off, man. Top models and OnlyFans use agencies and chatters in the Philippines. If you're a chatter, I'd love to know about your job. So basically, this is no different than like if you get support at like HP or something.
Yeah, this is literally now outsourced sexting. It's all it is. My mom used to work as Samantha on one of the premium sex lines. I knew most of the other girls. They would be knitting and doing crosswords 95% of the time. The rest of the time would be making tea. Or they were trying to decide what food to make for dinner. Yeah. Pretty much. That's basically all it is. It's not anything different from, like, it's just a job basically, like outsourced sexting. It's kind of funny that way, actually. Oh my god. Oh. Sorry guys, I just had to do a bit of a stretch. Alright. Oh wow, it's almost 5 o'clock already. That's insane. Okay, we are going to move on to our last video. Kamala Harris, Hurricane Czar. Oh, this is gonna be good. And remember, folks, this stream is brought to you by you. So if you like to support the channel and you have already subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting up that Streamlabs link pinned in the chat. Let's jump over here. Oh, hold on a second. Neighbor kid's back. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh, those kids do not understand what the child is sick. He cannot come outside to play. Okay. So we're gonna switch now to our Kamala Harris video. Let's take a look here.
3 million people are without power, but more than 40 million power line workers have come from around the country, from Canada to Florida.
So according to Joe Biden, 12% of the US population is a power line worker, and
that's a lot.
Canada is now part of the United States.
Interesting. Let's back that up again.
Power line workers, people are without power, but more than 40 million power line workers have come from around the country, from Canada to Florida.
Okay then. Yeah, Joe, I know that I have a lot of viewers that would love to annex Canada into part of the United States, but it actually hasn't happened yet.
So according to Joe Biden, 12% of the US population is a power line worker, and Canada is now part of the United States. You learn something new every day, I guess. This is Kamala Harris, the Vice President of the United States and the Democrat presidential nominee. On October 7th, 2024, NBC News released the following exclusive report. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is not taking calls from Vice President Kamala Harris about storm recovery just over a week after Hurricane Helene hammered parts of his state.
Is he required to take calls from her? Is there some rule written in the governor's manifest or whatever that says when the vice president calls, you must answer?
So during a press briefing regarding Hurricane Milton, the second hurricane Florida would have to deal with in as many weeks, Governor DeSantis was asked if he was refusing Kamala Harris's calls.
I didn't know that she had called, so I'm not sure who they called. They didn't call me, and their characterization of it was something that they did. It wasn't anything that anybody in my office did in terms.
So he doesn't even ever have record of receiving any calls from her? So she's lying. So she's lying about having called
saying that it was political.
So DeSantis was like, I don't know. And that could have and should have been the end of it. But Kamala Harris and her campaign are so desperate that they decided to pick a fight with the best governor in the republic.
Jesus Christ. They're really gonna pick a fight with Ron DeSantis? Dude, the Ron DeSantis can actually clap back. This is not good.
NBC is reporting Governor DeSantis is ignoring your calls on hurricanes, resources, and help. How does that hurt the situation here?
You know, moments of crisis, if nothing else, should really be the moment that anyone who calls themselves a leader says they're going to put politics aside and put the people first.
You mean, like you're not doing? Isn't what you're doing exactly the opposite of that?
This is so dishonest. Everyone knows that when it comes to preparing for tropical storms and hurricanes, DeSantis is the GOAT.
We've been laser focused on leveraging all resources available, including from the federal government. And I've been in touch with both FEMA and the president, as well as marshaling all our state agencies and working to support our local communities. And so for Kamala Harris to try to say that my sole focus on the people of Florida is somehow selfish is delusional.
And yet, Kamala is making the assertion that by DeSantis not taking her call, that he's putting people in danger.
So she's not only lying about him not taking her calls, she's directly accusing him of playing politics. And no, whether she called out his name when she was alone in a dark room, that's on her.
desperate need of support right now. And playing political games with this moment in these crisis situations, these are the height of emergency situations, is just utterly irresponsible, and it is selfish, and it is about political gamesmanship instead of doing the job that you took an oath to do.
What the fuck are you doing, Kamala? Holy crap. What are you doing right now with that entire speech?
Which is to put the people first.
Says the selfish woman playing political games in the middle of a crisis.
I saw the news report. I didn't know she tried to contact me, but I'd also say it's not about you, Kamala.
In a moment of crisis, he should waste time giving the BP a free press release? Yes, apparently.
The news report, I didn't...
Woman playing political games in the middle of a crisis.
I saw the news report. I didn't know she tried to contact me, but I'd also say it's not about you, Kamala.
Right.
It's about the people of Florida.
And then Governor DeSantis revealed that when it comes to weather-related issues in Florida, that Kamala Harris's past involvement has been non-existent.
She has never called on any of the storms we've had since she's been vice president until apparently now. Why all of a sudden is she trying to parachute in and inject herself when she's never shown any interest in the past? We know it's because of politics. We know it's because of her campaign. I have zero time to entertain these political games.
Jesus, DeSantis, how do you really feel? Holy fuck. That is very, very condemning. Wow, he is pulling no punches.
And that's how you flip a false narrative.
Yep.
Damn, he's good.
Now, he said this morning, you've never called regarding any of the storms Florida has had since you've been vice president until apparently now, and called it political. What's your response to that?
Well, first of all, I have called and talked with, in the course of this crisis, this most recent crisis, Democrat and Republican governors.
They're saying that you didn't call him. Did you call him?
Notice that she didn't even refute the fact that she's never called DeSantis about hurricanes.
I called the governor about what Florida has received in terms of impact. We have to have an agreement that at some point we all need to work together to combine resources, especially federal, state, and local resources around these kinds of disasters. And I think it's a shame that that hasn't happened, but...
So let me say this.
You think it's a shame that it hasn't happened? Well, maybe you should do your job.
I think it's a shame that that hasn't happened, but...
Right?
So let me say this. The overall federal...
He's right. He is right. I still think it's perfect meta. For the Hurricane Milton is the biggest wet fart of a hurricane is the biggest crisis for 2024. Yeah. There's only one governor affected by the fucking hurricane. Yes. And in fact, they weren't even affected that much. Tampa didn't even flood. Yeah. She's on The View, so we know she's lying. Yup. Yeah, but The View, holy shit, the clip from The View this morning, oh my god, that was killing me.
Response to Hurricane Helene was, and continues to be, well, let's just say lacking. Maybe she should be concentrating more on the response to North Carolina and stop whining about DeSantis not taking her fucking phone call. And spoiler alert, she won't.
It's something we have to say, look, at some point, we have to work together. And I'll tell you, there are plenty of leaders who are working in a bipartisan way. I've talked to governors of both parties who are working in a bipartisan way to get the aid to people on the ground.
America still does have a president, right? Don't they? Why did the VP's office contact them even if they do? Because Biden... Oh, the VP calling a disaster area instead of the president is normal. Yeah, that is kind of
and I'm going to continue
Governor
to do
Cooper
that
and
work.
Governor McMaster and Governor Kemp are doing what's right
Correct.
for the people
They
of
are.
their state.
They are. They are.
Wait, is this
And they should
Colbert
correct.
Report?
People,
They,
and I I'm know going that to Governor continue to do Cooper and work. Governor McMaster and Governor Kemp are doing what's right Correct. for the people They of are. their state. They are. They are.
And they should be commended. They should be commended.
And Florida Man Bad should be condemned because he doesn't respect the black woman vice president.
wow, bad DeSantis. He's mean. He's terrible. He doesn't do what I say. Wah.
And notice that she keeps using the term working in a bipartisan way. When it comes to natural disasters, the coordination between state and federal government.
Oh, I'm sorry. She must have called the governors of Puerto Rico and Cuba.
Is supposed to be nonpartisan and not political.
I've had storms under both President Trump and President Biden, and I've worked well with both of them. She's the first one who's trying to politicize the storm, and she's doing that just because of her campaign.
Yep.
Exactly. But not only is Kamala Harris going after DeSantis politically, but she's also trying to attack his character, saying that he doesn't care about Floridians.
Yeah, that, say what you will about Ron DeSantis, but to say that he doesn't care about Floridians is full on just not true.
Have you no empathy, man? You know, for the suffering of other people, have you no sense of purpose?
I see that Kamala is finally attempting to embrace her Jamaican roots.
Was that what that accent was?
Of other, you know, have you no empathy, man? You know, for the suffering of other people, have you no sense of purpose?
I see that Kamala is finally attempting to embrace her Jamaican roots. It's about time.
If you...
The fuck was that about? Have you no empathy, man, with that weird, what a weird accent that was. Holy fuck. Let's see. Because it's bad form for a state to operate outside the grounds of the federal government.
Purport to be a leader, to understand that being a leader means lifting people up in a time of need.
Lifting people
So
up.
Kamala claims that being a leader means lifting people up in a time of need. But on the other hand, she's attempting to tear down a Republican governor dealing with back-to-back hurricanes.
Just because he's a Republican governor.
All because she considers him a threat to her campaign. Sad, really. So while Kamala Harris was accusing Governor DeSantis of playing politics, her boss Joe Biden had nothing but praise for Florida Man.
The governor of Florida has been cooperative. He said he's got...
If we lived in the States, I would move us to Florida because of DeSantis. Yeah. And you know how much I hate Florida. Florida or Texas, honestly, because of the... If there could be any state that I would want to live in, it would be Texas, just because of all the fucking work they have for the blind.
Gotten all that he needs. I talked to him again yesterday. And,
I could easily, if we lived in Texas, I could get a remote work from home job making like over $20 an hour, and I could still do the university.
I said, no, you're doing a great job. It's being all
Through
being
Lighthouse.
done well. We thank you for it. And I literally gave my personal phone number to call.
Allow me to reiterate what Biden said to Governor DeSantis.
It sounds like Russell Peters trying to do a Jamaican accent. It really does, doesn't it?
You're doing a great job. It's all being done well.
That sounded
We
Indian
thank
as
you
fuck.
for it.
It did, didn't it? It was just so weird. Have you no sympathy, man? What are you doing? And what did it? It was just so strange. It was weird.
Does Governor DeSantis need to take Vice President Harris's calls?
All I can tell you is I'm talking to Governor DeSantis. He's been very gracious. He's thanked me for all we've done. He knows what we're doing, and I think that's important.
The question was, does DeSantis need to take Kamala's calls? And Biden's answer was essentially no.
Yeah. Pretty much, it was no. It was no, he doesn't need to take the calls. I'm talking to him. So, yeah. I don't need to talk to him, or she doesn't need to talk to him.
In other words, Biden totally threw Kamala under the bus.
Yep.
Nah, he's not bitter at all.
No,
and
not at all.
Here's the thing. DeSantis is smart enough to know that Kamala Harris brings nothing to the table.
No.
My job is to marshal resources and work with everybody to have an effective response. And she thinks it should be about her. If I honestly thought that there was something to be gained, I would pick up the phone and call her.
And the fact is, he's right. For example, watch Kamala Harris.
She'll be starting a bobsled team next.
The self-appointed hurricane czar, and her biggest contribution to a briefing on preparing for Hurricane Milton.
Administrator Criswell.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we concerned about any misinformation or disinformation regarding evacuations that we need to clear up at this point?
There's been a lot of misinformation out there, Madam Vice President, that's for sure. But I have not heard anything specific to the evacuations.
Gee, I just don't understand why Governor DeSantis won't talk to her.
Yeah, why could that possibly be? Why could Governor DeSantis not want to speak to Kamala Harris while she's just sitting there pretending to I cannot breathe in Florida, but I can breathe in Texas. And if it's a remote from work job, why can't you do it now? Because for some reason they don't have the same fucking supports up here for the CNIB. The fucking CNIB employment program is not anywhere close to what the ones in the States are. They want you to go volunteer at the CNIB as their employment.
She has no role in this process, and so I'm working with the people I need to be working with. We're leveraging the resources I need to be leveraging. And for her to try to say that my focus should be on catering to her rather than worrying about my own people just shows she doesn't understand what it means to respond to these natural disasters.
No.
And for proof of that, here's Kamala Harris participating in a Univision town hall the day after Hurricane Milton passed through Central Florida, where she was asked, what would a Harris administration do to prepare for hurricanes differently?
They are saying, or rumors are, that your administration didn't do enough to respond to the last hurricane. What would you specifically do, or your administration do, to help us in the Tampa Bay area or the Central Florida area?
Oh, so another example of a woodgin wemming. Wow, I can read. Yet another example of a woman wedging herself in where she doesn't belong. Yes.
With this hurricane.
What would your administration do differently in the case of Milton?
Well, first of all, thank you for the question, and I hope your family is okay and your home is okay.
Okay. 2 new Kamala Harris accents in 2 days might be a record.
Yeah, is she trying to sound Spanish now?
And I have to stress that this is not a time for people to play politics. You know, I started my career as a prosecutor.
Does that mean she's gonna sign an arrest warrant for the hurricane?
Yeah, right? Like, I used to work as a prosecutor, okay, so that we're talking about hurricanes.
I never asked a witness or a victim of crime, are you a Republican, are you a Democrat? The only question I ever asked is, are you okay?
So she's gonna ask people if they're okay. Yeah, that'll help. She never answered the question, by the way. She just went on another one of her infamous word salads for 2 minutes. I know you're shocked. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.
If there is a next time. Oh my god, that was painful. That was absolutely fucking painful. That was just... That was just, I don't even know how to describe that. I hope you're okay, and I hope your home is okay. Dude, that wasn't the question. We're talking about what would you do differently in this hurricane situation if you were president. And she's like, I was a prosecutor, and I hope you're okay. Like, what? What the fuck? So I've got one more video for us today, and this one's from Bering, and he found a commercial. An I'm voting for Kamala commercial. And this is probably the cringiest shit I've ever seen ever in my life. So let's take a look at it and see.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man, man. And I'm man enough.
I'm man enough to enjoy a barrel-proof bourbon.
Neat.
Man enough to cook my steak rare.
Man enough to deadlift 500, then braid the out of my daughter's hair.
I even choked up a couple of times. And I'm all man.
You think I'm afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast.
This is so cringy. This is so cringy.
I ain't afraid of bears.
That's what bear hugs are for.
I'll tell you another thing I sure as shit am not afraid of. Women.
I also want to set Ted's life. They want to be childless cat ladies?
Have all the cats you want.
This is so bad. This is so bad.
Because you like to jack off exclusively to tall, slender, big-breasted white women, that doesn't mean everyone else does.
Woman wants to be president? Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right in the eye and accept my full-throated endorsement.
Ew! Ew! This is gross.
Using sperm.
They've done it again, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how they keep doing it, but they keep doing it. We have been blessed with the cringiest political ad ever made.
That was actually a political ad? That was actually I'm man enough to have my own political opinion. Yeah. Exactly, Fury.
We don't know who made it. Apparently it's not endorsed by the Kamala campaign, but someone made it, and they're getting worse and worse. I mean, a few weeks ago we had those ads by, like, White Dudes for Harris, where it was like, hey, I'm Joey, I'm from Philadelphia, I'm voting for Kamala. And then there was that Farmer Joe one, where it was like, yep, I'm voting for Kamala. And
oh, yeah. I remember those two ads. I especially remember the Philly
they kept flashing to, like, cops and army dudes, and dudes having barbecues, and family men, and truck drivers and farmers. And I came to this realization, right? It's almost as if they've got together in a big room and had a brainstorming session, and they've concluded that they need to attract the male vote. Now,
yes, they've decided that men are the only people that matter in this whole situation. This is so gay, isn't it though? Jesus.
Usually I order it on the way, but I didn't order it. Do you know it's pizza day?
Huh?
I forgot it's pizza day.
Yeah, I thought but we specifically said that we weren't doing pizza this week.
It's fine. I'll get pizza.
What was I saying? That was incredibly gay.
How do you attract the male vote? They were like, we need to convince men that if they vote for Kamala, they're not fags. Rock solid. Let's go get them. Now, before you...
Yeah, like, this is... It's almost like they've decided that men are the only person that matters, and they're the only people that are gonna vote. So they've decided that we need to get the male vote.
You go getting all like, oh, Bering's being homophobic. I don't mean fag as in fag. I mean fag as in fag. You know, like South Park fag.
Yeah.
You guys know that everyone thinks you're total fags, right?
Nothing against the gays. I like the gays.
Exactly. See, exactly. They're South Park faggots. They're not...
But let's check out this new ad. Let's go. Who has many intimate photos? 8th century wood chipper. This fellow is a bison enough to deadlift 5.
Right?
Nothing against the...
I'm a man, man. And I'm man enough.
I'm man enough to enjoy a barrel-proof bourbon.
Neat.
Man enough to cook my steak rare.
Man enough to deadlift 500 and braid the out of my daughter's hair.
Yeah, about now would be a good time to pause and just note that according to this tweet by 8th Century Woodchipper, this fellow is a bisexual immigrant from Nigeria.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, of course not.
No, of course not. I love it. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Works as an actor in DC and has many intimate photos with the Obamas and the Bidens. Oh yeah, he's done several gay-for-pay porn movies and nude solo shoots. He does not have a daughter, and he's not braiding anyone's hair.
You think I'm afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast.
Yeah, I don't really doubt that. I bet you have carburetors on toast with fucking bacon and sausages.
Yeah, nobody eats carburetors for breakfast. That is such a stupid thing to say. I eat carburetors for breakfast. You should have said I rebuild them in my sleep or something like that.
Justin says if that fat fuck ate out of a garden more, he wouldn't be a fat fuck. Fake and gay. Good one, Justin. Now, according to 8th Century Woodchipper's post, this fat guy is an actor who lives in LA. He does a lot of extra work and was a character in the low-budget superhero film Spaghetti Man. He also rents himself out as the before shot for dietary supplement marketing. I'm actually not sure if he does that. I just made that up. I'm yet to see proof that he doesn't do that, though.
I know.
Oh my god, this is funny. This is great. Annoying Harley riders, yes.
You're afraid of bears?
That's what bear hugs are for.
I'll tell you another thing I sure as shit am not afraid of. Women.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody believes that.
Hey, that has to be the gayest 6 seconds of this video. I ain't afraid of bears. That's what bear hugs are for.
Yeah, that was very gay. That was very, very gay, and I bet you he loves gay. I bet you he loves bear hugs from bears.
You know what I'm super duper totally not icked out by? Women! I mean, I feel like they're failing on their message here.
Just wanted to let you know, you're fucking fags.
I'm not afraid of women.
I'm not afraid of women.
That guy apparently is Wayland McQueen, a not-so-successful far-left pro-Antifa comedian and actor. He's a...
There are pro-Antifa comedians? First of all, how are you pro-anti anything? That's an oxymoron.
Bit of a Twitter activist. He likes to tweet about white privilege and how you need to acknowledge your white privilege. As of 2024, he's single and he has no business sitting cross-legged like that on the tailgate of a truck transporting...
You eat cars for breakfast. Yes, we can tell Fat Man from Lost. He even sits like a lispy queen.
Hey, they want to control their bodies? I say go for it.
They want to use IVF to start a family? I'm not afraid of families.
They want to be childless cat ladies? Have all the cats you want.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's afraid of childless cat ladies.
No, not really. Not unless their houses are made of gingerbread and candy and they try to entice children that aren't theirs into them.
Voting for Kamala doesn't mean you're afraid of her. You might just think she'll do a shit job.
Woman wants to be president?
Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right in the eye and accept my full-throated endorsement.
Oh, come on.
That was disgusting and that was so cringy. So very, very cringy. Oh my lord.
Right in the eye and accept my full-throated endorsement.
Oh, come on. This has got to be satire, doesn't it? Woman wants to be president? Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right in the eye, spit on my face, pull my hair, and accept my full-throated endorsement. They've never met an actual normal heterosexual man, have they?
No, they have not. They truly have not.
Well, I don't think they have, Andrew Kerr. Thanks for your comment.
Because I'm man enough to support women.
Man enough to know what kind of donuts I like.
I mean, fucking hell, it's almost like they tried to do this.
You're fucking fags.
Man enough to admit I'm lost, even when I refuse to ask for directions.
I'm man enough to admit I'm lost, even when I refuse to ask for directions. Then what's the point of admitting you're lost? I don't understand.
Enough to not ban young women from reading Little Women.
Or one of those
Who bans young women from reading Little Women? Little Women is not a banned book. What the fuck are you talking about?
Books that the sisters like.
I'm man enough to raw dog a flight. It sucked.
Not worth it.
Raw dogging it, sucking on flights. It's not just me, right? It's not just me who sees the innuendo.
No.
This man is an acting coach and a cartoon writer. He brags on his Instagram page about his participation in the White Dudes for Kamala ads. And
This glows. This glows so hard. It can't be real.
yes, you might have guessed it, he is.
Yo soy homosexual.
Now again, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Cue Seinfeld clip.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, of course not.
All
Never
I'm
put
saying is you're
Kamala
being
and
sold a
Trump in the
lie.
same
This man doesn't have a
sentence.
daughter. This man's not a farmer. This guy very likely doesn't ride horses. This man does not eat vegetables. And this man probably doesn't work on motorbikes. He's a failing actor too. I mean, it just kind of seems grotesque. Like, oh, here's all these salt of the earth men. Normal voting men just like you. Putting the good message out there about Kamala. Trust us, fellow men. We do normal man stuff like you. It's
So like, instead of hello fellow kids, it's hey fellow men.
bullshit. They're all lefty activist types.
I'm man enough to be emotional in front of my wife.
In front of my kids.
In front of my horse.
Good joke. What does any of this have to do with
front
voting
of
for
my
Kamala
horse.
Harris? I mean, sure, it's good to be able to express your emotions to your immediate family members, as long as you're like not a complete pussy about it. No one likes a snivelling crybaby man who's just like in tears all the time. I cry at shit, I cry at funerals. I'm sure I've cried a little bit when I've stubbed my toe. I don't think many people are saying you cannot cry if you're a man.
No, nobody's saying that. No, nobody is saying that. Literally, no one is saying that.
Just don't cry as much as a woman. My God, it's not hard. You're not meant to cry that much, and if you do, you've very likely got some deep-seated issues that you need to work on. And that's okay, go work on them, get better. But I can't see how any of this shit is convincing anyone to vote for Kamala Harris.
It's not. Like, if I were a man in the States and I saw that ad, I'd be like, nope, not voting for them. And if I was a woman in the States and I saw that, I'd be like, well, I know what they don't want my vote. They just want the male vote.
I'm man enough to tell you that I cry at Love Actually.
Good Will Hunting.
West Side Story. That and Predator.
And I'm sick of so-called men domineering, belittling, and controlling women just so they can feel more powerful.
Whoa, the party of use my pronouns gender is a social construct. He's talking about so-called men. You better watch yourself there, buddy. You might get cancelled.
Yeah. Don't belittle men. They could be called men if they want to be.
That's not how my mama raised me.
Buddy, with all due respect, I don't think anybody should be taking lessons from your mama. And what I mean by this is you are very, 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 very fat. I don't think that's the kind of fat you just did yourself.
No.
I think you were a fatty growing up, and it's probably your mama's fault.
I love women.
I love women who support their families.
Women who decide not to have families.
Women who take charge.
And I'm man enough to help them win.
Yeah, anyway, that was kind of fun.
was
We'll have to see if they outdo
the
themselves.
gayest
I mean, they've
thing
still
I've
got,
ever
what, a
seen.
couple of weeks? There might be another banger or two. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, what did you think? Did this ad convince you? Are you voting for Kamala Harris? Let me know in the comments or at my Twitter. It's at
That was, as I said, the gayest thing I think I've ever seen. And that was horrible. That was absolutely, unequivocally horrible. I'm glad I found it because it was funny, but holy shit, was that terrible. That was, oh my God. Oh my God, I don't understand how people can be that cringy and survive. I really don't. All right, my friends, it has reached the 2-hour, 30-minute mark. I am going to end it here, and I will be back tonight for some more MK. So if you would like to come by for then, make sure you have the notification bell turned on. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and like the stream. And I will see you guys tonight. I'm aiming for 9 o'clock or 9:30, so be sure to be around there for that. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. I will see you tonight for some Mortal Kombat. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye, everyone.